Todd Walker. Entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Welcome to another edition of the Haberdasher's Couch, where you don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And we're back again with the marvelous Todd Walker, Todd About Town. And guess where he's been? Exploring over 300 pairs of Prince's shoes, custom-made shoes and boots, out at Paisley Park.
Yeah, I went to the preview last night. It was the media preview. And this will be opening week, actually, of the exhibition, and it runs through September, where you can order tickets. Looks like they probably will extend it, but it's absolutely unbelievable. He has 300 pairs of shoes, and we'll post some of the pictures of the shoes so that you can look at as well. But I'd get your tickets. I'd go out there. The tour is amazing. Have you been to Paisley Park?
I haven't, no. And I've been meaning to, and I always wanted to.
Yeah, it's worth just simply going out there, doing the entire full tour, but also now with this shoe exhibition.
Right.
And so, so we saw 300 pairs of his shoes, and that's only, I think they said, a third of his collection of shoes. His size foot, and you'll see from the pictures we post here, are size 7, but it actually looks like it's probably a size 5 because he has a 4-inch heel, and every single one of his shoes was coordinated with his outfit completely to match. And he had 3 or 4 different shoe designers. And when you go through the exhibition, the designers are on video as well, talking about what it's like to make his shoes. But it's just fascinating.
So this is called the Beautiful Collection,
right?
And I understand that that the shoes, they incorporate some video footage that goes along with the shoes.
Yeah.
So like a shoe that he would have wore to the, he got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Those studded shoes are there.
Yep, they're there.
Yep.
Like his boots, if you remember his boots that he had actually had roller skates on his boots. They're there. And the colors and the themes that went into it is just unbelievable. But the one thing that I found one of the most interesting things is the security at Paisley Park is pretty intense.
Right.
I mean, it all makes sense, but you go in and there are certain areas that you can go into, you can wander around, but primarily they're guided tours. And so that you don't take any photography, they take your phone, they put it in a sleeve, and then they lock the sleeve, and you carry that around. And the only way that you get your phone back is to bring it to the place, and then they unlock the sleeve.
Well, I can imagine that his ethos is there.
Yeah.
Like you can feel him there.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And so we got designers like Versace.
Yep.
And he, I tell you, he touched so much in his life, not only music but pop culture and clothing. I look at his clothing and sort of what he did for masculinity, and merging gender femininity with what he created with his blouses and his jackets, all handmade, custom tailored goods.
Yeah, I mean, you who's been a clothier for all these years, I think you're going to find it just fascinating because, yes, they have a number of his pieces on display, and then when you go in, the opening and welcome, when you sit in a little recording studio, is by Maya Rudolph, does the opening, so that's kind of fun too, from Saturday Night Live fame. But yeah, it's definitely worth seeing. You spend some time in the room with the 300 pairs of shoes, looking at them, reading a little bit, and then you take the rest of the tour. So I'd strongly suggest doing it. And the shoe collection part of the tour is all part of the ticket price as well. So you'll see some of the shoes that we'll be posting on this as well.
How much does it cost?
There's 3 different ticket prices. There's a VIP package. There's an entry-level package. I think the entry-level package is something around $40-some. But it's worth seeing. And once again, this is opening week. It runs through September. But I'd get your tickets. I'd go out there and take a look.
What's one thing you learned about Prince during the tour?
The one thing I did learn, I learned this actually from somebody who is a local writer and has done a lot of Prince documentary type style writing for him, for different film writers, and supposedly he does have a will, and it's hidden in a time machine at someplace at Paisley Park on the campus, so that there is like a time machine that he has with some artifacts and a will. So
cool.
That was interesting.
That is a good fact. You're out and about. That's great. I can't wait to see that tour.
Yeah.
Again, it's at Paisley Park.
And it's called the Beautiful Collection.
And you can go to the www.paisleypark.com and get the information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. now we're moving on to patio.
Yes. Well, I talked to Anthony and I said, we need to talk about this is patio season. We don't have the longest season here in the Twin Cities, so we need to share with everybody some of these great patios. It seems like every publication, every journalist is writing about their top patios. So I thought we should have a little chat so we can share with our audience some of the greatest patios out there. And I sent you. Do you have a personal favorite by any chance?
I have to say W.A. Frost.
Yeah.
I mean, the birds come, they land on the little trees, and it's very European. It's got that cobblestone unevenness to it, and it's set, of course, back off of
Selby and Western.
Selby Western, and I've always loved their food, and I love that the culture they created.
Yeah,
there.
you're even gonna love it more now because they have a brand new chef that has come in. He's put together a new menu. The food has really been elevated. But you're right, that patio is like no other patio in the Twin Cities.
It really isn't.
It's one of my favorites. So yes, for St. Paul, that would be one of the top ones. Minneapolis, there's a number of them out on the lake, like in the Lake Minnetonka area that you can go out and check out. But probably one of my favorite patios right now is at a restaurant called Hi, and it's in Northeast, and they just have great food and a really charming patio. St. Paul, you can't go wrong with one of my favorites right now in St. Paul is the Handsome Hog on Selby. Justin Sutherland.
Justin Sutherland, new place, right?
Yeah, right. And that one is the Handsome Hog patio.
It's
really
big. I've driven
big.
past there, and it's a nice site. Is there a lot of competition for patio right now?
Well, it seems because everybody wants to be outside and sitting,
right?
And there's a competition because everybody's trying to have a bigger and better patio. The owner of the Gnome, Brian Ingram, has completely renovated his patio outside. It is a beautiful patio, great service out there. So that's one to for sure check out. The Red Cow has a great patio.
Right. It seems like patios kind of emerged like 5-6 years ago. I remember when they were doing some work on the Italian place.
La
Grolla, yeah. And I think there's people want to be outside. Minnesotans want to be outside when it's nice.
Yep.
And they take advantage of it from early May all the way into October, November.
Absolutely.
People wear jackets out.
Yeah, I mean, and they have the big warmers on the patios, but it's worth checking out. And the patio season is now. It is upon us.
Cassetta's.
Cassetta's has a great patio.
Huge. So
it's beautiful.
There's plenty of patio dining in Twin Cities. It's nice to get out and relax.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
So reservations ahead of time for most.
Reservations ahead of time is always wise to do, but try to get one of those places where you can sit at the bar. Tom Reed's down here now has a great patio. It's right down the street from you here at Meritage, sitting in front of Meritage is a wonderful spot.
So next time, what are we doing?
All right, so we have some great shows lined up that we're going to be bringing you. We're going to have the person that does the walking tour of the in the Twin Cities. He does ghost tours and tells stories and tells a little bit about the history of St. Paul.
Okay.
He's reached out to us, and we're going to have him here. We're going to do a little dialogue with the three of us and maybe learn something about the city of St. Paul. I think we should also do, as you and I discussed, I hate to use the word FALL, the four-letter word right now, but let's talk some fall trends when it comes to
I was saying
clothing.
that's 6-8 weeks away.
I know.
Sorry.
I know, but we'll talk fall trends, and you can share with us that too.
Well, it's been enjoyable. It's always good
fun.
to see you, and it's good to cover some great topics. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for joining us.